I came to the discipline through a strange route, I suppose. My background, unlike many sound artists, isn't in music. My first degree was in law, and then I went to Manchester to pursue an MA in political theory, and then after that I went to write a doctorate about political philosophy, specifically the relationship between language and political identity. How do we use language to communicate to each other our hopes and dreams, our hatred, our conflicts, I guess. While I was doing my PhD, I was teaching in Manchester, and I was teaching the history of political thought and modern political thought to undergraduate students. And then I got a job working in an art college in London, where I was teaching the theoretical context for students who were doing a number of different degrees. They were doing photography, they were doing film, they were doing sound, they were doing multimedia, they were doing journalism. And my route into sound art came partly through being inspired by the students that I was working with and the staff who were my colleagues. They were the people who inspired me to follow my own creative instincts and to find a way to produce an art that represented how I understood the world. So in a way, the PhD is part of the context, because the PhD, my doctorate, was about the relationship between sound as language and identity and communication. There was also the inspiration of working in the art college, and then I guess a third perspective on my journey to becoming the artist that I am today was a perspective that came from being a writer, because at the same time all of this was happening, I was writing about architecture and photography. And so with the idea of language and sound coming from the PhD, the artistic context coming from where I was working and the students who I was teaching and the staff who were my colleagues, there was also the idea about the environment, the buildings we construct to inhabit, that came from writing about architecture. And then through photography and being a critic of photography, there was the idea about how you represent the world in lots of different ways. So I think that all of these different, diverse contexts came together to frame how I work today. That's my sense of this journey that's taken me here to San Cipriano, I think.